I forgot I had my camera on, man. So I'm going on a little adventure, and decided to bring y'all along, you know. It's amazing though, I'm gonna just tell you the truth. When you make content and you have a camera attached to your body, sometimes you don't know when you're recording. Sometimes you think you're recording and you're not. And sometimes you don't want to be recording and you are. I learned that the hard way about 17 times. Do not upload anything. A few times I ended up, like when I was cycling around the city, you know, I'd go to French Truck to get a cup, pay my water bill. I'm in the bathroom, and I look down and it's like, oh man, I'm recording. Shucks, you know. So it does happen. And right now, for some reason, I'm walking at a very fast cadence, you know. I don't understand it, but I am. I don't really like to walk Lafayette. It's not really a good strip of road to walk on. So I'm gonna cut through the neighborhood right there. And there's the racetrack. But I'm gonna cut through the neighborhood right there. Just because it's less cars and less motorists who, how can I say this nicely? Like when you're on a highway like Lafayette, Belle Chase Highway, cars are not really looking for pedestrians. They're not really conscious of pedestrians. But typically in a neighborhood, you would think the cars would be more pedestrian minded because it's a residential neighborhood. Maybe that's just wishful thinking. So I'm gonna walk about 3 or 4 miles today. I still have to ride my bike for my 20 miles, but you know. So anyway, that's what we up to. I'm also supposed to be cooking some red beans, so I'm gonna end up at Walmart. To get about 4 or 5 pounds of red beans. I always laugh when I see those signs. Silly boys, trucks are for girls, you know? Look at this right there, see? I pick up nails, screws, shards of metal all the time, and I throw them in drains, or I'll put them in cardboard if I have to throw them away. You know, like if there's a dumpster close by, I'll just stab it in a cardboard box or something. But I always get nails in my tires, so maybe I need to stop picking up nails. I said that's bad reasoning, 101. But it feels good to walk, I tell you that. So my collarbone is it's actually healing incorrectly. And I'm saying that, I haven't had an x-ray. But not Thursday today, but next week Thursday. I'm supposed to finally get a appointment with the forces that be. And I'm really looking forward to that. My collarbone on the right side, when I broke that one 2 years ago and I had the surgery, I did not want the surgery, but upon having the surgery, I'm happy I did. Yeah, I could walk this way. But upon having the surgery, I'm really appreciative for that. I got something in my shoe, man. Daggone rock. And it was starting to really, I thought I'd be okay, but it was really starting to irritate me. I should have took it out when it first went in, but you know how that go. Y'all hear that mockingbird? Free music. I'm gonna try to stop talking about the collarbone because it happened and it's what it is, you know. But I don't want to ruin precious moments constantly talking about my collarbone. They got so much other stuff to talk about, like the concrete right there, the grass right there, the crepe myrtles right there, you know. So I was thinking today, because I saw a few videos online of just like Louisiana pronunciations or New Orleans pronunciations, and I have to be honest, one of my TikTok friends sent me a that's for you, Bleezy, and your baby brother with his big head tail. So, you know, one of them tagged me in a video where this lady was talking in New Orleans talk, Earl, Doe, Flo, cold drink, you know? And I was like, how many words, you know, do I know that we say differently? Orange, orange, orange. My cousin, he was from the 9, so he would say strawberry. Another, instead of strawberry, he would say strawberry. Now, they have a dish that's called yakameen, sort of like lo mein, but like my cousin, they would always say yakammeat. It's the same thing. So, because I love my cousin, I say yakammeat too, you know? But it's really yakameen. So, one of my aunts, she doesn't say sausage, she says sausage. Sausage. So, people in New Orleans say things different. And also, depending on where you're from in New Orleans, you say it different as well. So we have our base words we say, and then even our base words can be different. Like I was working with this dude from Shreveport, and it's shrimp. He would say scrimps. Like he was like, oh, you from New Orleans? Man, y'all got them good scrimps down there, man. Oh man. I laughed, you know. Now they have a little trail under this overpass. This the West Bank Expressway, as it's affectionately called. And it's a little muddy for me to ride the bike on at times. And they don't do any maintenance on it, man. So it's like, you got this beautiful walkway. That's basically what it is, you know. But they don't do no maintenance on this thing, man. See all this mud right here? You'll fool around and wipe out trying to ride up here. Look how thick this mud is, man. So the infrastructure of bike lanes is not really upkept. The roads are minimally upkept. That could be argued, you know. I don't see trash always in the road, so sometimes when I do see trash, I do see where the trash isn't there the next day. So that means that certain things are upkept on the roadways, but like these bike lanes, they're not kept up. Gretna does a real good job of upkeeping their area. So I can't say anything negative about Gretna. They on it, man. They on it. This is America City. But sometimes from a biking standpoint, it's better for me to ride in the roadway because the bike lanes are not kept up. You got trash in the bike lanes, nails, screws, other things that could cause a puncture in your tire, even lacerate your tire to the point you have to replace your whole tire. So so sometimes it's really dangerous. Excuse me. All of the time it is dangerous for a cyclist to ride in a bike lane that is not maintained by the municipality that's in charge, whether it's the parish, the county, the state, whatever. Tell you what, boy, feel a little warm out here today, which is good to feel that. A few months ago, people was crying about the cold. Also, another thing that's horrible is the transitions. Like, how is somebody with a disability supposed to come off of this sidewalk? You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy, man. Like, how are they supposed to stay on the sidewalk over here? They can't. So what I'm saying is, some cities, the infrastructure, it's antiquated. It's antiquated. And you might say, well, why are you walking in the road? The reason I walk in the road and not on the sidewalk is sometimes the sidewalk is too dangerous to walk on. So I'll take my chances getting hit by a car as opposed to walking on a raggedy sidewalk that's older than me. So just something to keep in mind, man. Like, see the sidewalk right there? Look at all the roots from these oak trees. So you want somebody to walk on this sidewalk. Nah, I got a bad ankle, man. I'm disabled because of my ankle. If I'm trying to walk on this sidewalk, man, that'll have me on the ground messed up. So it's just not safe for me personally, you know, personally. Look like we got a little rain out here too. So the infrastructure isn't always set up. It's not always set up for pedestrians or cyclists. It'll be the equivalent of your mom or your dad cooking for you, and the food is half cooked. Well, you got food on the plate, eat it. No, it's half cooked. I'm not eating that. Same difference. Whew. Had to let off a little pressure. So I guess the mobile orders are still being cranked out at the coop. I ain't been there in a minute, man. Gotta get my fix though. I think next time I go, I'm gonna get the baby back, and I'm gonna get a Frenchie. But I'm gonna do a Frenchie berry, but I'm gonna add chicken instead of sausage. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Man, I got another little something in my shoe. You know what happened? So I started tying my shoes like this with the tongue bent because my leg got scraped up. And I think I'm gonna keep them that way, you know? Tell you a little story. I probably told you this story already, but I was at the Coop and they had a lady in there, and you know, she wasn't dressed for public according to her own admission. She had on a muumuu, she had a wig on, her Mama Harper wig, you know what I'm talking about? And you know, she was ratchet, as we say, or as they say, excuse me. You know, she was ratchet. Some people might say hood rat, but don't say that if you don't have the authority to say that, because that's the easiest way to get a confrontation. You know what I'm saying? So be respectful. I'm being respectful. I'm just trying to talk to a wide range of audience. Boy, look at the line out there. So anyway, people was so I ordered and when it was my time to order, I said, well, look, I ain't gonna be as complicated as everybody else. Boy, that lady started running her mouth, you heard me? And she started talking trash to me. So because I provoked the situation unintentionally, might I add, unintentionally, because I provoked the situation, I took the lesson, as Biker would say. It ain't a loss. I took the lesson. I kept my mouth shut. I realized that she's not the type of human being that a human being could reason with, because she's not looking to be reasoned with. You know, and all of y'all have seen people fussing. I'm not fussing with nobody, number one. Number two, she really hurt my ego with some of the stuff she said. So as the young people used to say, I felt played. But I kept my mouth shut because I was wrong for what I initially said. And at this point, me feeling played was not the most important thing. You know? Like, so I had to remind myself that it was okay, you know? And I had to remind myself that it was okay to feel played when I opened up the door to be played. And I had to remind myself that my ego was not the most important thing. And that lady said some very provocative things to me, running her mouth. And I didn't realize it, but the Coop was live streaming the whole morning interactions, you know. And thankfully I kept my mouth shut, and I did not allow my ego to cause me to open my mouth. How y'all doing?
Yeah, pretty good.
All right now, good now. So kept my mouth shut, lived to see another day. Didn't end up in prison, you know. Didn't end up disrespecting somebody, mama, auntie, grandma, all that stuff, you know. So that's what it is.
So I didn't know if you were working, like a lot of people were working.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Unfortunately, I don't have enough work with
Man, well, I think I'm gonna wait in this line for a little bit. Ooh, that sucker is packed. Good. So I'm gonna check this menu out right quick. Oh, the ribs are on Tuesday. Okay. I wanted to try the fried ribs. All right. I'm gonna come back a different day. I'll be back. Shucks. That is very disappointing. But that's the breaks, you know? Can't do nothing about that. So just a little tip. I don't know if that lady ever saw me walking, but when you are about to get in your car, that is called the transitional space. And the transitional space is, to me, my opinion, my definition of a how's somebody gonna walk down this curb, man? You know? Got a 5-inch curb. If you're in a wheelchair, just stay off the sidewalk, you know? What's up, man?
Yeah,
All right, man. If you're in a wheelchair, just stay off the sidewalk. Just walk in the street, man. Antiquated infrastructure. Anyway, so that's called a transitional space. So the definition to me of a transitional space is you're safe, now you're unsafe. Meaning, if you're in your car, you're safe. In theory, of course, you're safe. In order for someone to get in your car while you're in your car, you basically have to unlock your doors and open your door. So when you're in your car and now you have to get out of your car, you left a place of security and now you're in a place of vulnerability because you're outside of this little capsule. Now with the scenario of the lady, she never even looked back. As far as I'm aware of, she never even looked back to see if anybody was behind her before she opened up her car. She got halfway in. She put her bag on the floor, her drinks down, bag on the floor, and then she went to pull the door shut. But if I was a nefarious individual, that was plenty enough time to remove her from the car and to drive off. Just leave your purse in the car, give me your keys, and just go about your business. And now I got Chicken's Kitchen to eat while I'm joyriding in her RAV4. So when you're approaching your automobile, you should always scan. You could keep walking and scan. Most of us can. If you can't, stop, scan, and get to your car and get in quick. When you enter your cabin, lock your doors. Then worry about your seatbelt and starting your car. Lock your doors first. Lock your doors first. Because if someone has a knife, they're not gonna stab through your window to get you. So there's no reason for you to unlock your doors and get out of the car. If they have a gun, they're not gonna shoot through the window in most cases. They're looking for an easy target. And that's a way they'll try to persuade you to get out or to give them something. Start your car off and drive off, you know? So I'm only saying that because of the scenario that just was in front of me, you know? It's a transitional space. Like, how many people use their peephole when they open up their door? You don't have to open up your door just because someone is outside knocking. You can talk to them through your door. Why open it up? You don't know them. You don't know their intentions. And respect reputable people. They'll be fine talking with you through your door. You know? They'll be fine with that. They're not offended. So just look at transitional spaces a little differently, because you are protected. But when you're making that transition from a safe space to a vulnerable space, you got to do it quick. You got to do it quick. It's not a time to be on a cell phone running your mouth. It's not a time to be playing around. Your key should already be in your hand. But lock that door before you start that car. And teach your kids to get in the car quick. Back on Lafayette. I'm a little disappointed because Homer or Cadbury, they have a fruit and nut bar that I was kind of addicted to, you know? But now I can't seem to find it at Wally World at the register, or by the symphony bars in the back by the chocolate or the candy aisle. Bay's Bakery. How you like that? Might get me a croissant. Never been here before. Let's see. Now I'm only getting this. Because I didn't eat breakfast this morning. All I had was some Earl Grey tea. All right, let's see what's going on. Cross section. What's up, Belle?
How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah, you been to Bays, huh?
Yeah, I just went. Yeah,
Work at this
I just left them. I just left Bays.
Yeah, I like the white chocolate.
I'll try to. This is my first time going, but I'll try that next time I go. Good seeing you, boo. Tell mom, hey. Tell you a little secret. You always got to be on your best behavior, man. You always got to be on your best behavior. All right. So all right, so let me say it like this. They were nice. The store is very clean. The display counter is really nice. It's small. Macaroons, cake pops, other desserts. Tiramisu, 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. It had good consistency. The ladyfinger that they put in there, Okay, it had good consistency. The custard was very smooth. It wasn't gritty or grainy. It was very smooth. It wasn't too thick either. Well, I say 8 out of 10. It's 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10. The espresso flavor was nice. It was pretty balanced. It was pretty a well-balanced dessert, you know? Yeah, 8 out of 10. Yep, 8 out of 10. Normally I don't cut through parking lots because I'm trying to do my miles, you know, but I inadvertently did that. I had some Earl Grey tea for breakfast with a little heavy cream. I think I'm on the right street. Let me cross this baby. I think what I'm gonna start doing is Wednesday will be the day I try to cook something with sous chef. I'm gonna tell you a lot, you know, like I don't like cooking without my daughter. You know, like I get so much more fulfillment, even though she don't eat, you know, normal food. She has her own culinary flavors she cooks. I just like her being there, you know, because I guess the dad in me is like, maybe she'll eat it, you know, maybe she'll eat it. Oh, maybe she'll eat it. She might try it this time, you know, like when I did the bacon keto chili dog casserole. She was like, no thank you. Them chili dogs were some of the best dogs I've ever had in my life. I ate dogs at I never had a Fenway Frank. Haven't been to Chicago yet. I'm sorry, Boston. Haven't been to Chicago either. But I've been to New York. And that's the epicenter of ethnic dishes with all of these different ethnicities. So I should have rode my bike before I came out here. At least I could have got my streak done before my arm starts hurting worse. It's been rough lately trying to ride the 20 miles. I'm not ready to give up yet, but it's been a dog fight. So I think I'm coming to this store for red beans, aromatics, red beans, aromatics, jalapenos, Red beans, aromatics, jalapenos. What else? Should have had a list. I don't know if I want to cook cornbread. Like some people are like, what you cooking with the beans? We got beans, man. You know, if you want rice, cornbread, fried chicken, fried fish, cook it. Boy, this is a beautiful, beautiful flower. Magnolia. This is our state tree. This one looks like it needs a little bit of water or something though. But it's a beautiful, beautiful aroma. Why they tearing that sucker up? At the top of it. 100% electric. Oh, shucks. There is no position of comfort with a broken collarbone. And sometimes I feel when my arm is slung, I have more pain than when it's not slung. Didn't I say I wasn't gonna keep crying about this daggone collarbone? Well, I didn't lie, but sometimes things are bigger than us. All right. I'm gonna need a budget, I know that. All right, how's it going? And I will get the broke buggy, yeah? I can't fight this buggy today. Cannot fight it today. God dog it. I need 5 of these babies. Normally I get a medium size onion, small medium. These look bad too. Shoot. I don't like my onion to be soft and springy. I like it to have a little firmness to it. I would hate to buy a bag of onions. This is a perfect onion. It's not real springy. Some bell peppers and green onion. Excuse me. sell bell peppers by a bag. You ever notice that? It's always individual. So I need at least 4 of these. I need some jalapenos too. That's the perfect bell pepper. So I'm gonna put 4 jalapenos in there too. Yeah, I'm sorry, boo.
I didn't want you to back up.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm crippled enough yet.
All right.
Oh, shucks. Need to get some celery. Might get a few of those beets too. I've been drinking that beet juice. Man, look at the pretty green onion, man. Where the celery at? I'm gonna get some of these beets while I'm here. And I gotta remember, I'm carrying all this home, so I don't wanna. Where the celery at? I am gonna juice some celery as well. So I got the jalapeno, bell pepper, green onion, celery. I think that's all I'm gonna be able to carry. And I may be crying about carrying it. And I need to get the beans too. Trying to push with my belly, you know. I think it's down here. How you doing? No, it's okay. I'm okay. Thank you. 2 pounds. So I got a theory when I pick beans. I'm just looking to make sure you don't have too many of them, bro. and nobody like a broke bean. But also, I like my pack to feel a little tight. Thank you. What's up, man? See what kind of smoked turkey necks they got. Man, that's not a bad price. All right, now how I'm gonna carry all this home? Well, I'm a man up. That's how I'm gonna do it. Might get some coconut water. Tell you a little secret. I don't know if sous chef. Yeah, I gotta get some popcorn while I'm here. Okay. We're gonna do some peanut butter popcorn today. My God, when did chocolate go up? Shoo. I'm gonna try something. So this is my favorite brand of coconut water because it has no added sugar. So when you read the ingredients on coconut water, just make sure it says one thing: coconut water. Because a lot of them have sugar added. Had to swap out a battery. Battery. That ain't popcorn. This is the popcorn. This is 45 ounces, this is 30 ounces. So $3.86 for 30 or $6 for 45. Well, one thing I like about Orville Redenbacher, he has a popcorn that was modified to be fluffy. He don't have that on the bottom. He doesn't have that on the bottom no more. This is too much stuff to be carrying, man. Now, topping oil is different from popping oil. See, this says for popping and topping. That's different than for topping. Totally different. All right. Totally different. I need to get some avocado oil. Man, I got too much of stuff, man. Got way too much stuff. Let me get out of here. How's it going? All right. I just can't pick up. This is gonna be too much to try to pick up. All right, what's up, brother? Okay. Tough. Yeah, yeah.
Number 7 for you. There you go.
I appreciate it. I'm sorry if you live in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, because these bags are illegal out there, you heard me? I'm about to triple this bag. Tell you what, let me do that right now. That bag heavy, heavy. I think this is the first time for me, you heard me?
I would have to get the register that don't have
I should have bought my D-ring, man. But got a great idea. Show you a little hack. We got all these bags. show you this little hat. With that right there. This is how you carry a lot of bags at once. I hope nobody pushed me down and robbed me. So that's how you do it. You got a lot of bags. Right there. Get this here so they don't jump on me. How you like that? How you doing? I need to make this loop a little bit smaller. Because it's a little too late. This one, just put it on the back. And I'm gonna tell you right now, people will always come when you're giving something away for free. Now that Coke will cost $1 in the machine. If you say free, shh. I don't drink Coke, but I do today. So right now, I got all these bags and I have it over my shoulder. So my right arm is not in the best spot. But what I do when I'm in situations like this, I challenge myself to see how long I could go. And then when I'm ready to quit, I say, look, how about 10 more steps? You know what? You made 10 steps. How about, so you got to constantly reanalyze your situation. And that's how I push myself to do stuff in life. But you're not just gonna ride your bike 100 miles or 200 miles just because you want to do it. It's the little things in life that you do that now see, right now I have an idea for the next time I come to the store and I have a heavy load. I'm gonna tie, like I had those 3 bags. What I should have did was made a saddle bag. I should have made a saddle bag and tied 2 of those bags together, the 2 lighter bags, and I should have tied the heaviest bag by itself, and just like a saddle bag on a horse, I could have just draped that over my shoulder. But you live, you learn, you know? So this walkway, it's a few miles long. It goes all the way to the tunnel, and it doesn't pick up at that point. So it goes all the way to the bus terminal at Terry Parkway, and it goes all the way to the Harvey Canal Tunnel. The thing I like about it, you're covered for the most part, and it's a way to travel this corridor under the expressway safe. The dangerous thing about it is you have a lot of intersections that you have to cross, and I just find crossing those intersections so confusing and borderline dangerous. Guys, slow down for me to cross. Appreciate that. Look, when you see pedestrians walking, hey, some of them have houses, cars, jobs, professional jobs, families, people that love them. They're not just a panhandler who the world forgot about. They're not just a homeless person who the world forgot about. Everybody that's walking not on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's walking ain't on, you know, they're not alcoholics or bad people. They're not negative people. If you really think about it, in the majority of the world, people walk. People walk. They don't have these very expensive money pits called cars. $60,000, $80,000, $40,000. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that stuff, man. They have bicycles, they walk, scooters. Everybody not bad just because they're walking. There is a stigma. There is a stigma. Now for the last 2 minutes, I wanted to change my arm position just to make sure the blood's still flowing, but I'm okay. When it goes numb, I know I need to stop. Nah, but I don't have a high enough, I could sit my bags on this hood. That'd be perfect. Oh, shucks. Yeah, I'll just carry them like this. It's like a farmer's carry on a carousel. I should have did that strap. Let me see. It ain't too late. It ain't too late. All right. And that's another thing. When you're out here trying to survive, don't be afraid to try something different. But make no mistake, trying something different and looking for the easy button, two different things. See, I had a good idea with this because I've done this before. But then in doing this, I came up with a better idea. And so there's nothing wrong with stopping that idea and coming and using a better idea. With that being said, fight the urge to always want something to be easy, because that's not always good. You waste time. I saw a video of these Good Samaritans trying to save this guy. The car was burning. They were trying to save him. And so somebody was like, I need a crowbar. Now they got a guy with a K-12 concrete saw, and he's trying to cut the car just like the fire department would do. We just have a different blade. But the first guy was trying to get the door open. All right. Oh, shucks. That's perfect. Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, it might not be perfect for you right now. It's perfect for me, though. Man. This is perfect. Try to show you this. So I got it tied. I ran my bandana. That's my makeshift arm sling. I ran my bandana under the bag so it wouldn't really cut into my shoulder. But this is perfect. I'm gonna make it all the way to the house like this. And I tripled the bag so I ain't gotta worry about them breaking. all that MacGyver paid off. So what I was wanting to say was, there's guys in a car that's burning. Now keep in mind, the fire is only going to get hotter and more dangerous for a rescue attempt. So instead of trying all of these things, these different things, get the guy out of the car without wasting time, because time is critical. So the people are trying their best to come up with different tools. And look, man, you can have the right tool. When that car is fully engulfed, when that car is fully engulfed, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. The right tool will not get him out. It'll be a recovery. You know, you'll watch a man barbecue. So do not waste time trying to come up with something easier. There is no such thing as easy in survival. Easy is something that comes from comfort. Easy is something that comes from once you already have food, clothing, shelter, clean water. That's when ease comes into play. And then you have the downfall of civilization. Nobody wants to cultivate, plant, reap, sow, grind down, add water, and make that tortilla. Nobody want to do that, but they want to eat them. They want to eat them. Nobody want to help Mama wash them dishes. Mama just cooked. Papa bought all the food. Mama cleaned it, cooked it. Now you sat down and eat, and what you want to do? Recline. Nobody want to even help Mama cook. And then when you lose Mama, oh, if only somebody would have made her ham. If only somebody would have helped her cook the stuffing. Everybody does it. Everybody does it. Ah. My mama cooked one day. The whole family was there. Ah. So me and First Lady went, and she had some gumbo. So, you know, sitting at the table. Man, I miss that table. Sitting at the table, and she bring the gumbo. And look, Mama wasn't washing no dishes at this point, not plates. So she had a little styrofoam bowl, you know the ones. So she bring the gumbo to me. She bring the gumbo to First Lady. And First Lady dig into this little gumbo bowl, and she come up, and they got a turkey neck on it. Man. So First Lady comes up with the spoon, and there's a turkey neck on it. And as she's looking at the turkey neck, Mama is walking back to the table with something else for me. And she started laughing down, boy. And Mama says, she says, you better help her figure out how to eat that thing. And that's one of the best memories. I have a lot, but that's one of my favorite memories of it. She gave my wife her first turkey neck. Yep. I remember when she died, that was a big blow. Big shot. And in some ways, the whole family died after that. It's amazing how life happens. She really did hold her family together. She held it together so much. Nobody ever filled her shoes. So if your mama, your grandma, your mama, your aunties, they're still alive, man. You better enjoy them while they're here. You better enjoy them while they're here. So I'm gonna end this video right now. Thanks for supporting the channel. Y'all come back now, you hear?